May is officially here and recruiting is starting to ramp up like we've never seen before. Nebraska just made waves by going after a talented five-star offensive tackle. So in today's video, I'm going to break down who this guy is, what he brings to the table, why this is so important for the Huskers, and inevitably, will Matt Rhule and the Huskers land his talent? So really quick, before we dive into this recruit, make sure to smash that like button if you're excited about Nebraska recruiting picking up this summer, along with subscribing to the channel. We're in the final stretch. We're getting so close to 3,000 subscribers, and I'm posting a video about Nebraska football and Nebraska recruiting every single day. So if you just want to support me or you want to support Husker athletics, please hit that sub button. But without further ado, let's jump right into it, talking about this recruit, and he goes by the name of Broderick Shull, listed at 6'6", 275 out of Bixby, Oklahoma. And according to On3, he is listed as the 19th best recruit in the country. And when you look at the offer list, Nebraska, Auburn, Texas A&M, Kansas State, Texas Tech, among a bunch of other schools. So everybody's trying to get his talents. But let's just get into what he is as a player. Obviously, we know he's a five-star. We know he's a top 20 recruit. But what is he on the football field? Really big body guy, 6'6". The size department, he checks all the boxes. But he has great footwork as well. That's something that I noticed right away in his film, that specifically in the pass pro, he is very developed. It was actually noted that when he's not playing football, he actually practices boxing just to work on that footwork. And obviously, it really pays off when you're looking at his film. And there's a reason why he's listed as a five-star. Speaking of other sports, he also plays basketball. He actually sings in the show choir for his school and has a 4.0 GPA. So a guy who does a bunch of different things. And that's something that Matt Rhule loves. He loves players who are committed to multiple sports. He likes guys who are great in the classroom because it shows their character and overall commitment to doing things the right way. So that's really what he is as a player, a guy who's super developed in the pass pro department, along with being a mauler in the run game. But let's get into his interest in Nebraska. How did this all start? Really, what's the talk there? He locked down an official visit to Nebraska later this week, so I'm releasing this video on Sunday. A week from now, he will be on campus. He's also going to be visiting Auburn, Texas Tech, and Texas A&M later this summer. And really, the reason why he decided to visit Nebraska is because of two things. One, he loves the facilities. This is something you hear from every single recruit. They say the facilities are top-notch. Nobody in the country has as great equipment and just overall the facilities as the Huskers do. But the coaches is another thing that he said about Nebraska. He said that Matt Rhule, Dylan Raiola, they really build connections with you, that they really care. They care about not only how good of a football player you are, but how you are off the field as a young man. And that's something that he gravitated towards. And that's something that I talked about throughout the recruiting process. That is what makes Matt Rhule different, is that he builds these connections. And he really, really cares about everybody that he goes after. So let's just get into why this is important for the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Nebraska has locked down the visits from 5 top 100 linemen. Obviously, none of them have committed yet. But this has a point of emphasis for the Cornhuskers. The O-line needs to be rebuilt in order for the Cornhuskers to get back to the Big Ten championships, to get back to perhaps the college football playoff now with a 12 team. And in order to do that, you have to recruit well. You have to recruit at a high level. And Matt Rhule understands that. Dylan Raiola understands that. And you got to start locking these guys down. We've seen them go after West Coast offensive linemen from Nebraska, guys from the Midwest. They're not scared to go wherever in the country to try to get these guys on campus and try to lock them down. So that's why this is important. I mean, I can sit here and hype up a 5-star receiver, but at the end of the day, I would much rather land a 5-star offensive lineman, as would many of you, because that's what's going to be more important long-term for this program. So, man, I'm hyped up about Broderick Shull. Let's answer the question. Will Nebraska land his talent? Now, it's going to be a hard recruiting process. Obviously, Texas A&M's going after him hard. Auburn's going after him hard. Those are the two schools that Nebraska's looking to beat out in order for his talents. But I'm going to tell you one thing. If Matt Rhule relies on his connections, relies on what he can do for you on and off the field, and then throw some NIL money in there as well, it is going to be very hard for Broderick Shull to say no to Nebraska. So it's going to be important for this staff to lock him down during this visit and show him all the reasons why he should become a Cornhusker. So let me know down below. Are you excited about this potential addition for Nebraska? And let me know that down below in the comment section. Hey, if you made it this far in the video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. And as always, folks, go Big Red, Go Matt Rhule, and see you in the next one.